Welcome to the Eye of Africa. This is your course review. We're going to run through the obstacles on this course. But before we get started, look at all these people we've gathered for the course review, starting from Coach Michaela. Well, go for it. Who are you guys?
Coach Roger from Dynamica.
I'm Daniel from Albertonai.
Nathan, Dynamica.
Dieval, Dynamica.
Delha from Dynamica.
Tiago from Dynamica.
Tristan from Dynamica.
And we're going to have some fun right now. We're going to show you what's going on in this course. We are here on the south of Joburg. We decided to punch a hole through this mountain behind us, so the course is completely flat. I'm lying to you, of course. 99 meters of climbing, 4.5 kilometers of route, and we're going to show you now. Alrighty, we're standing on the start line for those who were here last year. Effectively, the main change is we're going in the opposite direction, as has been the theme this year. But we will still have this lovely wide paved start, but we're going to go straight up, and instead of going left like we did and all the way around that way, we're going to hook a 90 hairpin right and down the first sand path. And so enough of an uphill start, but it will need to funnel fairly quickly after that. 500 meters from the start. This is the first challenge. There's a bit of an uphill, loose gravel, that type of thing. But what we've got here, this is where we went in last year, but Gavin and his fantastic crew at Eye of Africa have cut another path. So we may have the option, and please make sure you look at the race briefing closer to the time, but we may have an option where we can have a shorter route for the juniors and we can have a longer route for the seniors, but you'll see now the challenge up this hill. Okay, we're about a kilometer in. We've come through some spectacular single track, some lovely sweeping berms, a little bit of loose rock, so you've got to watch out there. And we've arrived here now at the Fort Everest climb. So if you remember from last year, it is exactly the same climb. So if you look behind me at that tree, just at the top, not at the mast, just at the tree below it, that'll be the end of the Fort Everest climb, and you'll see the flags in the distance. Remember, with the climbing, you want weight forward on the saddle, your power directly over the crank, and over these rocks, you want to bring your weight down to stop the front end from bobbing and you feeling like you're going to fall off. We're 1.5 Ks in so far. Lovely thing about this year is you get a chance to see the riders as they come back. So you'll remember this gully from last year. This year we're going this way, so you'll get to see very shortly after the start. You'll all rush up here as spectators and you'll be able to walk over this bridge, because we're not using this bridge like we did last year, and this is going to probably be a cheer vita space for lots of spectatorship and lots of encouragement. Fantastic. Alrighty, so the major difference between John Foster and Eye of Africa, for example, is with John Foster, you go up once, come down, okay? With Eye of Africa, the course builders have a little bit more of a sadistic approach, and they make you come up and down the same mountain 3 times. So this is one of 3 or 4. What's lovely is as soon as you get tired, you get a little bit of a downhill respite, and then you come back up again. So we'll probably do this in the POV video. You'll be able to see up, down, up, down. What we've just come from is a lot of rocky patches, round some trees, so you really do have to wind your way up the mountain, over some rocks, round some trees, but fantastic. You'll remember that from last year. We are just about halfway through, but as you can see, we've come back to the start area 3 times already. This is another time, and if you remember from last year, you'll see that the trail builders, thank you to Gavin and his crew, have been hard at work at giving us a variety of terrain. So here, this was that very difficult berm from last year going the other way. Look at it now, lovely paved and cemented berm, brings us down the bottom of the mountain again, and we're gonna go up one more time. Never say that the school series is a pushover. This is now the 3rd time we've come up this hill, and we're going to enter now the cycle lab switchbacks, which is another time to recover and have respite down to the spectator area before we carry on with the course. All right, so you'll remember from last year, however, you had to avoid them a little bit quicker because you were going downhill. This year we're going the opposite way through. I would imagine the far end of the course, if you can remember that. But what's most important is you've got a lot of these trees very close to the corner. So you are going to have a tendency to cut, but just watch your shoulder and watch your elbow as you go through. Okay, what's great about Eye of Africa is we really get a sense of true Gauteng mountain biking. I mean, if you look around here, you feel like you're lost in the bush somewhere. However, it does come with its perils, like if some of these had to fall on the course, there are some really tough spikes that might give you a puncture. So I think at this point, let's just talk about lots of rocks that you've got to navigate. So your tire pressures, we've spoken about tire pressures before, and if you've ever been to one of our skill sessions, we really do recommend them. We'll speak a lot about tire pressure, but the idea here is tires should not be too hard because they bounce off the rocks, but they mustn't be too soft that they bash all the rocks. So it is really a bit of a Goldilocks measurement for you as your rider weight, your machine weight. But yeah, dial those pressures in. That's what Friday practice is all about. Make sure your sealant is topped up for the thorns, and if you're still riding tubes, we'd highly recommend that you convert to tubeless. Okay, I'm sure by this time you're thinking, where is that lovely paved road that we started on? Well, don't panic. We're actually in the true spirit of going backwards. We've now come out of the mountain area, out of the bush area, and we're now onto this lovely paved section. What's great this year is the paved section is slightly downhill, fantastic recovery time before the finish line, or a time just to pass that last rider, last 3 riders, last 5 riders. So we're almost at the finish now. Okay, we are at the finish line, 4.5 kilometers, 99 meters of climbing up there. It's a little bit different. We've got some houses to contend with that we didn't have last year, so we're probably going to have the return to village in a different spot, but we'll figure it out on the day. But essentially, this paved area is going to be the finish line. Right there was where the spectator view was for the mountain, coming down and up several times, so it's all going to happen here. Race village is going to be over there, and yeah, fantastic day. That's your course review for the Eye of Africa. Thank you very much to our course review compatriots. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Make sure you check the link for the POV because that'll be a lot of excitement still coming. Thank you to our sponsors. Thank you to Eye of Africa Golf Estate for hosting us. We see you on the 29th of August. Please pay particular attention to the race briefing. We don't want you coming in at the entrance that Google says. We want you coming in at the entrance at the end of the R82.
Okay, so on race day, this is the sign that you want to be looking out for. It's just off the R82, and you're going to be turning in here. It's probably about 2 kilometers till you get to the gate of Eye of Africa itself, and then another 2 kilometers before you get to the parking area. So look out for Bronk Drive, not Bronk Lane. This is where you're going to be turning. We are going to share the GPS coordinates with you in the race briefing.
The one that goes past the Lida Hotel. So make sure that you look at that race briefing and you don't end up at the wrong gate because it is miles away from where you need to be.